Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 70 of Hollow Knight Silksong Blind. Last time, we explored more of the slab and defeated a Weaver boss. So anyways, off camera, I did a little bit of experimenting, and it turns out that those organs that we were tasked with collecting, they can only be collected through by defeating enemies with specific attacks. For example, with the shredded organs, you can actually collect them by defeating them with a downward attack from the beast crest. Likewise, burnt organs use a fire attack, like charging up the flint slates. And then as for the one skewered organ, basically, the reason why we got it was because we managed to defeat an enemy, I think it was one of the flies, with the sting shard. So without further ado, let's head on back. Yeah, I want to basically just knock this quest out. I know that this would seem like it's out of the way, considering that we're going to have to go through Bilewater again. But, in my personal opinion, I want to get quests done, and I don't know if we're missing anything. I don't know if basically there's going to be another entrance into that area. But all I know is that I want to knock out any quests that I come across, because that is my way. So, without further ado, let's defeat you. Yeah, though, after using the Beast Crest for a bit, it has been starting to grow on me. Sure, the downward attack can be a little bit difficult to pull off, but overall, just the standard attacks feel pretty good out of it. Yeah, just as much as I love using tools in this game, it's so hard to keep your shards up, because if you die to an enemy repeatedly, what'll end up happening is, you'll eventually run dry, and then basically it's like, okay, now what? Now I gotta go and I have to buy some shard scraps, but I don't have my money because I lost to a boss. I just wanted shards. Okay, get out. Okay. Well, at least we don't have to fight Grohl again. We don't have to fight Grohl. So frankly, that's a victory in of itself. I'm more than happy to just climb to the top of this place, if it means not having to deal with the run back with Grohl. Okay, let's heal. Okay, head on up. Yeah, so I can show you where the secret bench that I found was. Okay, so basically, in regards to that bench's location, if you go all the way over here, actually, this is where if you break the wall down, you reveal the bench. This is the bench right here. Their shells are ours. Their souls are ours. Our hate is forever. That sounds like something you'd see on a welcome mat in a Hot Topic. So anyways, this is the runaround that I would do when I would basically rematch Grohl. The many times I rematched Grohl. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to check out Grohl's bio. I never even looked at Grohl's bio. Okay, but anyways, for Sinner, I don't know why this didn't register. Ancient Weaver condemned for a transgression lost to time. This one's husk held a masterful talent to weave silk into blazing runes. Throughout my life, I've seen runes woven for many tasks. Was she the first to hone such skills? Okay. Where's Grohl? Okay, Grohl. Chief and chaplain of the Sticklin, forever raging against the citadel that chokes their caves and sees them suffer. This one's strength was much enhanced by stolen soul. They are not the first who tried to hoard it or to mold it towards such a violent ends. Yeah, so basically you try to get out this way, you're going to just get a lot of muck to the face. As such, don't be afraid to just tough it out. I mean, if you're already in the muck, might as well take advantage of the muck. Yeah, personally, this is the worst part of it. Okay, this is new. Just these little bugs, these little freaking bugs, they are the pain. They are a pain to deal with. Just because it feels like the location randomizes every time. Sometimes they're on the lower section, sometimes they're on the upper. Okay, there. Yeah, sometimes you get where both of those bloats are essentially in the same area. No, get out, get out, get out. You have them, Spider. The smell is upon you. All those organs rich, prepared for feasting. You've done well, Spider. Upon these fine meats, my children will gorge and grow. And bear the organs of others, then they feed upon my own, yes? Sk. One should not be surprised with the spider to perceive the truth of my requests.
That's fine.
A child of one like you, many times I've seen it similar. They will be born hungry with sharp tooth and claw. In their birth craze, your own meat would delight as much as another bug's. This feast is distraction in hopes to save your own shell. Is that shameful? A mother who would not sacrifice herself for her children to grow strong? Is it wrong to want to witness their first flight, their first hunt, to see them kill and grow?
Yanara.
Your choice is your own, tall mother. You won't be judged by me. I've seen enough sacrifice. I've no love for the act. Oh, you want no sacrifice? You want no sacrifice? Hornet pulls up that shell bench. Let me tell you about my daddy. And let me tell you about the white lady. Yeah, you want to hear about the void? Long Claw. Talisman fashioned from the talon of a large predator. Increases the range of needle attacks. Heck yes! Heck yes, yes, yes! Okay, blue. Okay, in that case, I am willing to sacrifice the warding bell. I will sacrifice the warding bell for a little extra range. Oh, oh, that's lovely. Oh, look at that range. With this, we shall be invincible until I die to another boss. Okay. So I'm kind of debating about what to do. Yeah, there's something I want to check out off camera, and that involves Sinner's Road. It would all depend on basically it would depend on that courier's quest. Oh, this feels like home. You know what? Yeah, we'll go to the vault. We'll head back to the vault. Oh, but this is nice. It's like Hollow Knight. I know that basically people will be like, oh, why would you want to play Hollow Knight controls with a game like this? I mean, you got Hornet and all her different styles, but hey, one thing about Hollow Knight is that the controls were very solid. Yeah, just one thing is that I want to experiment and see if basically you can get warped right back to the mist if you go to that secret entrance in Sinner's Path. Because if you get warped right back to the mist, then it would not be a viable one for the courier quest. Which would force us to basically have to utilize the blasted steps. Which, using our double jump and our long needle would not be really all that bad. But I would prefer going through the exhaust organ because it's a lot. Because basically the thing is that the Citadel would be less confusing that way. Yeah, but this is starting to feel like my Pantheon. My Pantheon build in Hollow Knight, where basically just brute force it, you don't get knocked back, and just you rapid fire. Yeah, this one's gonna remain on. This one's gonna remain on. Okay. We're gonna head back to the vault. Okay, Bellheart. Wait. I went back to Bellheart, didn't I? Yes, I did! Trail's End. Child Willy Needle, I have caught first into my master in those stricken swamps beside the Citadel. I ask you to follow to meet together at Trail's End. Is she talking about the... Okay, in Bilewater, thank you. Okay, it looks like we're going to Bilewater. Okay, good thing I accidentally did that. The one thing, though, I want to check, because I'm not seeing any changes here in the town from just what we did. Here we are. We donated 500 rosaries, and yeah, I'm not noticing any differences. Actually, no, I think that may be a difference. Or maybe it increased the shops. I don't know. Bell home. Okay, nope, that's not doing anything new. Here you go. Okay, it looks like we got all the relics. Okay, carving of Atla, Weaver of Time. A prayer is etched upon. By grace of your example and our history held full in mind, our song is yours, as your name is sacred. Weaver Atla, may you be praised eternal. Okay, devout has succumbed during Silksong. Refuse retrieve. Sins committed permit no rights. Okay, apparently this isn't all. But hey, we at least got some money out of it. Miss Traveler, thanks to your valiant contributions, our little town tower feel like its old self again. Homes have begun hoisted, and the square shines.
I have seen the change of myself, Pavo. It is pleasing to hear my contributions have not been vain. Now build my statue.
Indeed, your generosity is a guide for others. We've only now one thing sorely missing. Bugs. Was a town without its residents? Age, scarcity, deadly thread. Bellwate is beset by endless ills. Now there's just us remaining few as you've met. In recognition of your noble efforts, and as one small step to solving the problem, I have decreed a grand gift should be given. A bell home of your very own. A place to reflect, a bed to lie in. It is hanging up there at the top, besides our good
I have no plans to set up Pavo, but for now my task in Farloon remains, and while it does, a residence may prove useful. Hell yeah, I'm a property owner!
Of course, your fortitude inspires us all, and if trouble ever descends anew, it surely won't hurt to have a resident warrior close to claw.
Hornet, basically. Damn it! I got crap property! Ugh. It's horrible! It's nowhere good! Yeah, it's near the nail sharpener. It's near the one needle sharpener guy. Shop. I buy everything in the shop.
Okay, let's see if we can buy some more shards. Okay, apparently we can buy stuff here for our house. First things first, I want to buy just some shards. Just to build our supply back. Okay, sturdy desk. Need to organize your artifacts. Gleam lights. So we can buy Christmas lights. Okay, we can buy lacquer. You know what? We'll buy Hornet a desk. And then someone drops it. Yeah, and then they can't fit in the door. Hornet, pivot! 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 Yeah, of all the items that were listed there, this seems to be the most useful. Okay. That really didn't do too much. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest, but hey. Let's head out. Chakra time. Okay, the bellway, the slab, the grand bellway, the slab, the slab, the slab. Return the slab. Bilewater. You know, it feels kind of surreal tracking Chakra down, considering basically all the times we've been wandering through areas trying to find her. Well, now we kind of get to see Chakra in action, considering that basically she's been navigating all these areas. How is Chakra navigating these jumps? Okay, now Chakra's just showing off at this point. Considering that Chakra went a full-on circle. Okay, is there anything out here? Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to backtrack and get one of the rings, because Chakra has to be a show-off. Okay, good thing we checked. Okay, apparently Chakra has her own version of the Mantis Claw. Okay, I'm assuming that Chakra would go this way. Okay, I'm gonna put a mark on the map here. Okay. That way, in case we die, we can basically just... Ugh! Okay, good thing I checked. Good thing I marked down. Okay. So anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do as they want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.